Hello, our dear viewers. We're absolutely thrilled to welcome you back to our channel. Thank you so much for your continued support and for joining us on every incredible journey we share. Today we have something truly special for you, an episode filled with creativity, patience, and raw talent. In this adventure, join us as we follow a remarkably skilled and hardworking young man who takes on a challenge unlike any other. With no access to heavy machinery, no expensive materials, just a few basic tools and his bare hands, he sets out to build an underground dugout house, hidden quietly beneath the surface of the earth, surrounded by the peaceful embrace of nature. From the very first shovelful of soil to the meticulous shaping of the living space, every detail of his project is carried out with impressive care and dedication. The underground home isn't just functional, it's beautifully crafted. In no time at all, the heavy beams were swiftly placed into position, locking together perfectly to form the solid framework of the underground house. Each wooden beam was like a vital piece in a larger puzzle, gradually shaping the structure of this hidden retreat. With skilled hands and seamless coordination, the frame began to take shape sturdy, strong, yet retaining a raw, natural charm that blended beautifully with the surrounding earth. With the frame securely in place, the next crucial step was constructing the roof, a defining element that would complete this extraordinary underground home. Sturdy horizontal beams were carefully laid across the top, forming a solid backbone for the roofing structure. One by one, each panel was meticulously positioned, fitting tightly together to create a protective shell that would shield the home from rain, wind, and the harsh elements. Then came the most visually stunning step. He gently spread a thin layer of soil on top and began laying down patches of grass. Some of the grass was transplanted from nearby, blending perfectly with the surrounding landscape. Bit by bit, the roof was transformed into a lush green blanket, offering natural insulation and a beautiful earthy aesthetic. From a distance, the house practically vanished into its environment, appearing as just another gentle rise of green in the forested terrain. After finishing the green-covered roof, he turned his attention to the next essential part of the interior, laying down the wooden floor. Each plank was carefully selected, smooth, sturdy, and rich with natural wooden tones. Before installation, he meticulously measured every corner, ensuring a snug fit without gaps or uneven edges. Continuing his journey of building this unique underground home, he moved on to a crucial step, constructing the front wall, the face of the house. the first thing anyone would see when approaching this hidden retreat. Each wooden plank was carefully laid horizontally, running parallel to the ground, forming a strong and neatly layered wall. What made it truly special was the way he skillfully inserted strips of fresh grass between the wooden slats, a creative touch that brought the wall to life. The grass not only added natural insulation and helped retain warmth within the underground home, but also softened the appearance of the structure, giving it an organic, breathing quality. This clever blend of wood and grass gave the front wall a unique and eye-catching character. From a distance, the house seemed to melt into its surroundings, rustic, mysterious, and full of vitality. Little by little, as each detail came together, the once bare and chilly dugout began to transform into something warm and inviting. The rough earth walls were now lined with rustic wooden planks, the roof blanketed in soft green grass, and the wooden floor below radiated a quiet, comforting charm. Soft light filtered through the small window, mixing with the fresh scent of wood and grass. What once was just a shelter had now become a true home, a peaceful retreat where one could rest, reflect, and feel completely in tune with nature. The dugout no longer felt like a project. It had become a symbol of patience, ingenuity, and the simple beauty of living close to the earth. To ensure the walls were solid and well insulated, he carefully began filling in the remaining gaps. Every small hole where light might sneak in or cold wind might slip through was patched with perfectly cut wooden pieces. Each insert felt like the final puzzle piece, bringing strength and completeness to the structure and adding to the sense of warmth and security within the shelter. The rhythmic sound of hammering echoed gently through the quiet forest, accompanied by the fresh scent of raw wood. With every gap sealed, the dugout became more enclosed, more intimate, like a cocoon offering protection from the harsh world above. After securing the sturdy roof and wall structure, he moved on to the final step of camouflaging the entire build, covering the house with layers of soil and grass, from the rooftop all the way down to the base. Shovel by shovel, he gently spread the earth, starting from the peak of the roof and working his way downward. Each layer was carefully packed to form a natural insulation barrier, helping to regulate temperature and hold moisture for the grass that would soon follow. Next came the greenery. He laid down strips of fresh grass across the entire exterior, draping it over the sloping roof and continuing all the way down to the foundation. Each patch blended seamlessly with the next, turning the structure into a living, breathing part of the landscape. From a distance, the house nearly vanished into the earth. No visible seams, no sharp edges. Just a soft green hill nestled in the heart of the forest. With the frame solid and the front wall complete, he turned to one of the final yet most meaningful touches, installing the wooden door. The door wasn't just a physical barrier between the inside and the outside world. It was a symbol of privacy, warmth, and safety. As the interior space grew warmer and more complete, he moved on to a crucial addition that would truly bring the home to life, installing a wood-burning stove and chimney. This wouldn't just be for cooking. It would become the heart of the dugout, a source of warmth, light, and comfort on cold forest nights. The crackling fire inside the stove slowly spread its warmth throughout the dugout. The wooden walls began to glow with a soft amber hue, and the floor seemed to come alive beneath the gentle light. Every corner of the space now pulsed with heat, no longer just a hole in the ground, but a true home, a refuge where one could rest, breathe, and feel safe amid the cold silence of the forest. The base of the stove area was reinforced with compacted earth and stone, ensuring it was both heat-resistant and sturdy. Around the hearth, he carefully arranged firewood and tools for easy access, without compromising the safety of the confined space. Behind the stove, he installed a protective panel made of metal or stone to shield the wooden walls from heat damage. Every detail was thoughtfully planned, reflecting his deep care and quiet craftsmanship. The result wasn't just a cooking spot, it was the heart of the home, where warmth would radiate not only through the space, but also into the soul of anyone who stepped inside. As the dugout became warmer and more complete, he began crafting a handmade wooden bed, a proper resting place after long days of hard work. It didn't need to be fancy or luxurious. The bed was built from carefully cut natural wooden beams, their raw grain and texture left untouched, preserving the wild soul of the forest. During a quiet break from his building tasks, he decided to craft a simple wooden food tray to feed the wild birds, a small, thoughtful gesture to connect with the forest around him. Using leftover wooden scraps, he carefully carved and assembled a small rectangular tray. The base was reinforced with thin bamboo slats, just enough to hold seeds and bits of dried fruit delicacies the birds would love. After carving out a neat opening in the dugout wall, he moved on to the next step, cutting and fitting a wooden frame for the window. He selected sturdy wooden planks with beautiful natural grain and tones that matched the earthy ambiance of the shelter. With a handsaw and a measuring tape, he carefully marked and cut each piece to perfectly fit the dimensions of the opening. After carving out a neat opening in the dugout wall, he moved on to the next step, cutting and fitting a wooden frame for the window. He selected sturdy wooden planks with beautiful natural grain and tones that matched the earthy ambiance of the shelter. With a handsaw and a measuring tape, he carefully marked and cut each piece to perfectly fit the dimensions of the opening. Little by little, through every thoughtful and dedicated step, the dugout was gradually transformed into a surprisingly cozy and functional living space. What once was just a raw pit of earth-bare floor, cold dirt walls now breathed with the warmth and spirit of a real home. The walls were sealed tight, the wooden floor laid with care. Soft light filtered in through the window, and the fireplace glowed gently at the heart of the room. With the main structure of the dugout complete, he began envisioning a small front awning, not only to shield the entrance from rain and sun, but also to add a welcoming, homey touch amidst the wild forest landscape. He wandered through the woods, carefully collecting sturdy, straight logs of just the right size for the frame. Each selected log was then trimmed and shaped with an axe and handsaw, stripped of bark and smoothed to remove any rot. He measured and carved the ends of each beam with precision, preparing them to fit perfectly together. With all the carefully carved wooden beams ready, he moved on to the next crucial step, raising the vertical support posts for the awning. These pillars would serve as the backbone of the structure, providing strength and balance to the small but meaningful extension of the dugout. He selected the two sturdiest and straightest logs to serve as the main support posts. Before erecting them, he dug deep, narrow holes in the earth to ensure they would stand firm and straight. Then, with a blend of strength and experience, he slowly raised each post into place, securing their base with stones and tying temporary braces using forest vines. Each pillar rising upright was more than just structural. It was a quiet symbol of effort, resilience, and craftsmanship in the heart of the wild. Under his hands, these once ordinary logs began to take form and purpose, marking the beginning of a uniquely crafted outdoor living space. With the frame of the awning now solid and complete, he moved on to the final and most charming step, laying grass over the awning roof. This wasn't just for aesthetics. The thick grass layer would act as natural insulation and waterproofing, helping the structure blend seamlessly with the surrounding forest landscape. After finishing the lush grass-covered awning, he turned his attention to the next detail, paneling the entire hallway area with wooden planks. This small passage between the wilderness and the cozy underground shelter deserved a design that was rustic, sturdy, yet warmly inviting. Each wooden board was carefully selected and smoothed on both sides to preserve its natural grain. He then began cladding the hallway walls vertically, aligning each plank with precision. The boards were measured and cut to fit perfectly, then secured using wooden pegs or handmade nails. To ensure no draft seeped through, he filled the small gaps between the boards with dry grass or clay, creating not only insulation but also a seamless finish. After days of tireless work deep in the wilderness, each task completed by hand with unwavering patience, his underground shelter is finally complete. What was once an empty patch of forest floor is now a warm, sturdy haven nestled beneath the earth, simple in form but rich in comfort. Thank you so much for watching and joining us on this inspiring journey. Every step, every strike of the shovel, every beam placed by hand was a story of creativity, determination, and a deep love for the wild. We hope this unique underground shelter has sparked your imagination and perhaps even stirred a desire for a slower, more nature-connected way of living.